Yeah. Young Gerald. Yeah. Die line with the boom pow. Every week now I switch to a new style. 212s in the back just blew out. Everything I do end up in the news now. Yeah. Lead a club with a few now. Just some Hollywood and they do. I'm in the mood now. 2 a.m. What you wanna do now? What you wanna do now? Little baby, pass. Don't spill on me. That's Margella. Got this Oakland game to tell her. She look familiar. At Coachella, what's her name? Isabella. Forget it. Yeah. It's like a week ago, but we both know how weekends go. Tryna function, got some places we could go. Lot y'all got me speaking slow like yeah. I'm blessed. I don't GA. I'm tryna. Yes on yes. Say less. Say less.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, Larry, it's one of the new jewels of the NFL, no doubt, as you get a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. Tonight, we wrap up Week 11 with a good Monday nighter between the Seattle Seahawks and the Minnesota Vikings. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
The first carry for DeMarco Murray. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. They're going to look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter in there yet again. What else is new as he continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. So a first-quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them. Maybe occupy people, make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
Throwing on first down. Atkins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it's a second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The reception good for 7. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Daniil Hunter in there to get him for his second sack of the night. Well, they only had a yard to go. They tried to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think in this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot. They dialed up the pressure and got to him.
On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And down he'll go at the 25. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface, but I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. Again, it's Murray. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch them?
Absolutely. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. From the pistol, they run it with Murray. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DeMarco Murray, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge differences we know between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Takes it all the way down to the 3. Now we're going to get a timeout here, as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll run for it with Cook. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And out now come the Seahawks. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Open man is Amara Darboh, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain.
Let's go. Green 39.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Encroachment defense.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra, that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Following the penalty, it's Murray. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And I can see why they're ranked 4th in the NFL against the run. I mean, they are tough to move the ball against. I mean, they have a little bit of everything, right? Run stoppers inside, guys who can make plays outside.
We've seen them shut down running games already this year. They're at it again. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now out comes Minnesota. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Touchdown, Vikings! A big play there. 91 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. They'll set up a throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Daniil Hunter in there again. My goodness, that is now his 4th sack tonight. He'll look to throw. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Let's go. Green 39. Green.
to throw here. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? Second quarter and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play. But sometimes it's okay to dream big because
I'm focusing on the fourth quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here, and it's being done by him. And, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all been good so far. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Here we go now.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. Here's Atkins. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to fire. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. To throw here. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
On third down, Murray. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
And actually, Larry, hold that thought. We're right back to the action. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Space to maneuver at the 40. That good for 19 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the offense has it first and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green.
Now Atkins operating from the gun. He's going to... This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Let's go. Detroit.
On first down, Murray. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Eric Kendricks in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
That was second down run for Murray. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Let's go.
Now back to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they have the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you evolved. You know, you learned how to play it the Madden way.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Detroit! Leopard! Detroit!
And now here's a carry heading left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Atkins now to throw on 3rd down. And he's able to find Diggs. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Back to throw. Atkins looking deep down. And this will be caught at the 30. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there on 4th and 2. 48 yards.
We know it's tough enough to pick up 1st downs on 3rd down plays. But when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying. And on that play, the prayer was answered.
And he's got Rome. A second nice move, a spin. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, and it's got him in the lead. The extra point now is coming from Myers. And now it's blocked. The defense has it. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 40. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he will not be able to get any further. Brought down inside the 10. A long way to go for nothing. It comes up empty.
So when the rules committee decided to put some excitement into the PAT, or the extra point, this is what they were talking about. Blocked, returned, nearly for 2 points, but great hustle and a big-time tackle prevented that.
That's what I was just going to say. Excellent hustle to stay with it after the block and make that tackle.
Let's go!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Eric Kendricks in there to drop it for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Eric Kendricks bringing the pressure again, and that is his third sack here tonight.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Fielded at the 33. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position, 1st and 10. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense.
Brandon, this is clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down, couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Atkins from the gun, he'll throw. And it is incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends are creating so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall right there around the 35-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he will find his man on the outside. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, If you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DeMarco Murray with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. And the lead is down to 20. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Going to throw deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, okay.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, be honest, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo
exactly.
Going forward. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to go down again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. Coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Let's take it inside his own 40. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. And this looks to probably be the final play.
Let's go. Green, 39.
Atkins to throw. Throwing on first down. He's going to fire one deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
I look up. So many.
Oh my God.
So many. I done made sacrifices. So many sacrifices.
Straight up.
I didn't get